name is Caleb Bourlet, and if you're anything like me, whether that be building an engine or doing anything that might be slow, like math problems or writing an essay, you want to do it quickly so you can be finished with it. But if my experience tells me anything, that's not always the best idea. In my 6 years of high school and college, I have found that taking things slower will generally end up better, whether that be with a higher grade for an essay, or the correct answer to a math question, or an engine that has not exploded. This is why I think you should take your time when doing something that one mistake might undo it all. So today I will tell you about two or so times why you should take your time doing something. First, I will explain the Aesop's fable, the hare and the tortoise, to show you why taking your time will most likely get the result you want, while rushing can make sure all your work becomes meaningless. Second, I'll share a story of mine, how I learned to take my time while working. The Aesop's fable, the hare and the tortoise, is a common fable that is well known, but I'll share to make sure that you are aware of what it is. As we're told by the website Aesop's Fable that I got on January 31st, 2025, it tells of a hare who loses a race against a tortoise because of the hare's overconfidence in its ability. The hare's overconfidence comes from the fact that it's fast and it believes it can outrun the tortoise no matter what, and so this lends itself to slow down and take a break in the middle of the race while the tortoise continues on, not stopping. During this sleep, the tortoise ends up winning no matter how fast the hare tries to go once it wakes up. And this demonstrates that slow always wins. Now, my story about a year ago, me and my friend were both building engines for our project cars. Me, an old Datsun, my friend in an old Mustang. We built these engines in about a month, him taking about 3 actual hours to do it, while I did in about a few days. He ended up not putting it correctly together in those 3 hours, ending up with improper timing, so the engine would never run right, as well as a blown head gasket afterwards, which means it was burning oil as well. While my engine, that I'd taken the time and effort to do everything correctly over 3 days, ran perfectly and was in the car by the fifth day of that month. Granted, I wasn't able to drive it at the end of the month like I wanted, but that's a whole nother issue. I think that rushing caused his issues primarily because doing something like that in 3 hours can definitely cause you to make mistakes. So that's why I think The Hare and the Tortoise is very relatable to this story. As for everything, and in the end, I think you should always strive to do something right the first time so it doesn't cost you later down the line. Thank you. Are there any questions?